And I welcome you to my second favourite Mario game. Well, I guess 3D Mario specifically. But yes, it kind of feels weird to say that considering that 2 years ago, around there, I didn't really think much of this game, and it wasn't until a recent playthrough that I kind of realized that while the movement isn't as fluid as other games in the series, it is still pretty solid and moveset wise. Linearity aside, but you know, I don't think we want to show off a 100% file, but that is what I'm going to be aiming towards. 100%. Yes. And by that I mean, I might get confusing if I choose picture. I might just go with Yoshi. Yeah. By that I mean that once you collect 120 stars the first time, the game basically says, hey, do this all again with a slightly varied moveset, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. Although that being said, I won't show the entirety of that second run, since that will be the episode after the finale. It's a little weird that this game does that, and I think this is the first time a Mario game basically says, hey, there's stuff after the credits for you to do. So, yeah. I think this is also the first game that adds a secondary currency. You can do the basic Mario movements here. Long jump, triple jump. There is no dive, unfortunately, and that's why I said that the movement isn't as fluid, since aside from long jumping, there isn't really a fast movement in this game. It kind of feels weird. But you can skip a lot with the moves that you're given here. Yeah. It's kind of weird because I just realized that in Sunshine they took away the kick and punch attacks and replaced it with the dive, and in this they replaced the dive with something we'll be seeing soonish. If you've seen the game, you know what it is. That's like a toad. I just noticed that that is a Luma. So is it like a plushie, or is it like a real thing that Peach has? Okay, there it is. I'm not sure what I want to do with the cursor on the screen. Later on it is going to be pretty important, but yeah. Not really sure what to do with it right now, since there's not much we can do with it right now. Also, the orbs at the bottom of that UFO really look like boobs. I guess that is a real common thing to say, but like, they just do. It would have been better if they had the tractor beams out at the beginning. But of course not, and this is the second time Bowser's tried stealing Peach's castle. I wonder how well that will turn out, considering the last time he did it, we kinda destroyed him. And that was when he had the power of the Star Rod. Now he just has, what makes Bowser so powerful here? Huh. So we're clearly leaving the orbit of Earth, so how are they expecting us to breathe? So what is that font that's used there? I really want to use it. It's like one of the better Mario fonts, oddly enough. Huh. And you'd think we would be touching down on Earth, but we get picked up on a stray planet. Okay, one of the least favorite things I have about this game in its beginning, so oddly enough, I guess you can call it, I get like motion sickness from the beginning of this game, but like, after the first few levels, I'm fine? It's weird. I mean, there are a few levels that are like this towards the end, but I guess like not so much. You can use these star bits you have to stun the bunnies, but we need a lot of star bits, and yes, while you don't really need to grind all that much for them, it is still better to just keep a lot of them with you. Do tight circles. I can't want that. Once they get a set distance away from you, they will just wait for you, which is nice. Alright. I keep wanting to do that move we don't have at the moment, but since we don't have it at the moment, I can't do it. Did they mention something about a pipe? Okay, this should be the final bunny we have to catch. Should be. So it's weird that you don't really see these guys again. Well, you do, but you never really see a Luma turn into one of these ever again. Okay. Seems like the mama needs some help, and something I want to touch on before we move on, or while we get there. This character is pretty well known online, if you know what I'm talking about, and she's clearly a well-known, like a character. In fact, I would say that generally Rosalina here is like second place to like Peach sometimes, and she's clearly the mama of, or the mother figure of these Luma. And I just don't know why she hasn't gotten the nickname of Space MILF yet, and I think from here on out I'll be calling Rosalina Space MILF. I mean, she's no Daisy, but yeah, she's got the looks. Okay. Now we can finally do some things that I've wanted to be doing. Yeah, oddly enough, the only thing you're missing out of your initial moveset is, or your final moveset is, the spin, and, you get that pretty quickly on. And, the spin is just amazing. In fact, if Mario still had a dive, I would probably have to say that this moveset would be my favorite, but because you can't have everything, it's like, yeah. Oh yeah, right. I think there's like one of the first times where the thing you have to do is tied to something else. Unless he was just hiding. He could have been hiding. Okay, and I'm not sure, but I want to say the only way to get to this planet is by that Sling Star. And now there's a big boy over here. So something that isn't like explained when spinning, or like when you're given the spin, you can actually spin again after you spin in the air. That can be useful if you, say, have to break a crystal that takes 2 hits to break, and you hit it once on your jump, and then you hit it on the way down. It's just the secondary jump of it that you don't get on your another spin. So technically, spamming spin is actually a good way to go about things. Who knew? I want to say this is like a thing that's only here in Galaxy. I think it's in a little bit of the 3D games, as in the Land of 3D World. But here's just a lot of switches. And there's our first star, and again, Galaxy introducing the fact that you can get a secondary star that is worth more than the thing. And here's the hub of Galaxy. Much shorter than the or much smaller than the castle, but I'll take it. And we've unlocked the first area. And we get to meet up with Space MILF again in home. Is the class of the giant orb behind us ever brought up again? I wonder. Because I haven't really been paying attention to the text in this game, but I want to say it's not ever brought up again. I guess this is a good chance for us to find out again. To find out, not again. And you think Odyssey is his first game with voice acting. But no, there's like spare a few minutes on this. Wait, does Odyssey have voice acting?
Look.
I know it has Jump Up Superstar. But after that, is there? Because I know Sunshine has like a lot of voice acting. And we do. Okay, I think because we did just get started, I think I might just continue on. Maybe. Get used to the land, or the way of the land, or the way of the galaxy. Get introduced to things. And, oh. I want to do a side jump there. But oh well. And yes, we have a lot to do. And, let's go be good eggs. Is there really a nice galaxy? See, something I would have loved them to do for this is, with this, you see, like, parts of the galaxy you're near, or the one you've recently gone to, like, around the observatory in the background. That would have been cool. And, we have an egg. Well, I guess that's the reason why it is called Good Egg. Alright, you can mess around with the star bits in this. I guess I'm just getting ahead of myself here. Normally there's a round of rocks around the... really would love to do some fucking long jumps. And yeah, that was the first big-ish skip here. Have to be collecting these things. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think there's one. I can see one. Good thing we're safe here. These things, these boulders can actually be broken, but I don't... Okay, I thought I was out of range for that one. I'm not really comfortable in testing out my timing for this, since I'm still hitting my space legs. Like, I think after this galaxy, my motion sickness for this game goes away. But you did? Did Sunshine have piranha plants? I'm just realizing that Sunshine had like not a lot of the common Mario enemies. Oh right, it did, it's just that it's not a well-known, like, its inclusion isn't all that known. Because there's only like some things you can do with them, or like only set instances where they spawn, which is weird. Okay, got that, and 50 coins and 50 star bits adds to your life counter, which is nice. It's not like the sequel where they've buffed it up to 100, even though like 100 star bits I can understand, but there's never not a time when you have, or we can get 100 coins. It's just like, what? Excuse me? There's one instance, but like, you're forced to give them away straight away. Excuse me? Run. And I'm sure that this won't be the first and only instance of this guy. Actually, weirdly enough, I know there's a galaxy where, like, that galaxy in Galaxy 2 where you have to fight a bunch of these bosses again, I'm kinda surprised that they don't have everyone in this. I'm not really sure if I want to have a limit on, or like, a time limit, since, some of these galaxies can go on very long. Yeah, I think I might just go for the 27-minute long episode. If it's like shorter or whatever, I'll be fine. Okay. I guess that's kind of telling you to do that, or you can do that, since the very next mission introduces Hungry Lumas. It's kind of weird. Okay, I really want to get a fucking side jump. But apparently this nunchuck won't let me do that. And onward we go to more greatness. What is that? It's like the only time we see that type of planet here. Okay, yeah, that is here, since we don't know it yet, but that Hungry Luma needs 100 star bits. That is a totally feasible number, but I kind of want to see if I can do or get more. So I think this is the only time in the game where you have to get a Hungry Luma for the main mission. Since I think after this, the Hungry Luma is just relegated to hidden stars. I mean, quote unquote hidden stars, since actually, very few of them can actually really be considered hidden. And well, already up to 50, 60, and we haven't even left the first planet yet. So yeah, you can say that this is the 100 is very feasible. I don't mind, although would have been good if I could keep them. Oh yeah, there's one instance where you do get that. I was gonna say, hey, I wonder if we can get pulled out of the launch star thing. I forget if you lose stubs if you hit those. Oh, get hit by one of them. Wonder. But I'm not gonna test it out since I want to keep my star bits, if you would. More star bits over here. We have the 100, so we don't really need to worry about anything. But I want to have more. Well, this game is you can never have enough star bits. So get collecting, nerd. Okay, there's the hungry Luma. Better be one more star hits. Actually, on the topic with hungry Lumas and hidden stars, a good way to go about doing that is to get the amount it needs and then feed him. But don't go into the launcher he provides, just continue on with your main mission. That way when you get to doing the hidden star, you can keep your star bits. Is Mario trying to like look at the star bits? That's really weird. Is this like one of the only planets they reuse in Galaxy 2? I think it is. Holy shit. We have the perfect amount of star bits. I finally did a fucking side jump. Hooray for me. What is the name of the song? Because it's used a lot, and I was gonna say, like, that doesn't make any sense, since the pointer is on the other side of the glass while Mario is on the inside, but we actually have, well, the starbits go to Mario, not the starbit counter. Of the star cursor. Let's see if we can get that. Damn it, I wanted that 1-up. Although that being said, 1-ups do reset after you quit the game, and they want you to collect these blue things to get a pull star system up, but you can just long jump into the star. They didn't really think about that, now did they? And probably would have wanted to have a star per episode thing going, but again, since some of these stars can go on for very long and there's no way to make them shorter, I'll just be going based on minutes. So yes, we'll be finishing off that galaxy as far as we know, and then exploring the new galaxy we just unlocked next episode, but until then, that has been, I'll see you.